So hello everyone. आज हम FIFA World Cup टीम ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट मनाएंगे me and my co-host Bilal.
Yes, so we will be making our team the tournament today, and we can speak very briefly about the World Cup final as well, which Spain deservedly won.
कोई controversy नहीं थी. There was no disappointment. There was just one team जो football खेलने के लिए आई थी and that won fair and square. One
Yeah,
of the most dominant
yeah,
performance in the World Cup final ever. The lowest
yeah.
recorded.
Emi Martinez. Sorry,
Yep. The most
go ahead.
saves in a World Cup final as well by Amy Martinez and the lowest
Yes,
recorded XG in World Cup knockouts ever by Argentina in the final. And it was France
yeah.
against Spain in the semi-final. Second पे वो है, and the least amount of XG created by a team is Argentina in knockouts in World Cup history. That's all. Like
Or
Argentina सिर्फ
yeah.
मेसी खेलने के लिए आया था, उन तक बॉल नहीं पहुंची, and Spain was just there to play with the players.
For context, Emi Martinez made 11 saves alone in the World Cup final, while Unai Simon, Spain's goalkeeper, made 10 saves in the entire tournament. That's how busy Martinez was kept by the Spanish team.
We will talk about the golden ball और उसकी controversy. So about the lineup, जैसे बिलाल ने बात करी about Emi Martinez's performance in the World Cup final, but still there was only one keeper जिसने सिर्फ एक goal concede किया है throughout the World Cup,
Yes.
and he was stepping up against Messi as well in the first moments of in a game. He was against Mbappe as well. Sweeper keeper वाला proper role उन्होंने निभाया है.
Yeah,
He came out.
exactly. It's not just the saves which count; it's also the catches he made, like his sweeper keeper actions off the line, like his commanding presence, his ability,
On
his
set
calming,
pieces.
the calm he brought in possession.
I think Portugal is a team जिसने ज़्यादा shots भी लिए against Spain in the entire World Cup knockouts. So ये बात भी है कि Portugal was
And against France, his advantage, his positioning was superb because he was able to get like race off his line and make clear. Spain played with a high line, and France was playing on the counter, and Unai Simon's high position really helped them.
11 shots पड़े against Simon, 10 of he saved, and इतना उनको टेस्ट भी नहीं किया गया था पूरे वर्ल्ड कप के अंदर, but
Yeah.
to have the balls to play out from the back and help the Spain team build up so beautifully. उसमें सिमोन का बहुत बड़ा हाथ जाता है with his passes
Yeah.
to the defenders, and कोई बोझो मोमेंट कोई फंबल नहीं करना सिमोन हर टूर्नामेंट में करते हैं, and that's a big thing, and he is the deserving
So, yeah,
goalkeeper of the tournament.
fair play, and he
Yep.
deservedly comes in our team.
Another shout could be the Vozinha of Cape Verde for his historic.
Yeah, Vozinha obviously had a couple of great performances, especially against Spain, and then he was superb against Argentina too in the round of 32. And as we mentioned, Emi Martinez is also a good contender.
And Vozinha was the only keeper जिसको 90 minutes के अंदर हरा नहीं सकी the both World Cup finalists, so that's another thing
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
And he is linked to some European clubs as well after his performance. Hope he ends up in a great Evo.
Yeah.
Another shout would be the Orlando Gill of Paraguay. He had a great resurgence in this World Cup as well. And the Norwegian keeper Nyland, because he was a second choice keeper. The actual keeper of
Yes.
Norway, जो Bodo Glimt का था, he got some issues, of changing his nationality and couldn't be in the squad. Then Nyland was picked up and he performed a lot well as well.
Yeah, he was exceptional, especially against Brazil. He saved his
Saved the
penalty and kept Norway in the game.
And about Emi Martinez, he proved why he deserved the last World Cup's Golden Glove as well with his performance.
Yep.
Otherwise, it could have been 5-0 or 6-0 against Argentina, the amount of chances they were
It
getting.
could have been a very embarrassing scoreline.
Yep. And if it was penalties, आज हम praise कर रहे होते Martinez को. Now to the right back. I think right back की position के ऊपर Hakimi could have been a shout starting going into the World Cup, but there was this one guy from Spurs. Like if you look at the Spurs whole team, and आप देखें तो Spurs के players ने बहुत step up किया in this World Cup, especially their defenders.
Pedro Porro caught at the eye of everyone. He popped up with 2 goals in knockouts, and he was a constant threat bombing up and down the flank. He
provided the assist, pre-assist for the Nico setup of Ferran Torres for the goal. I think जो स्पेन का सिस्टम था उसने इतना बेनिफिट किया फोरो को कि उसका डिफेंसिव लाइबिलिटी थी जो उसकी स्पर्स पे होती है, और बेस्ट डिफेंस इतना अच्छा था स्पेन का कि जरूरत ही नहीं कभी पोरो को ना अपने डिफेंसिव वर्क शो करने के भी, एंड गोइंग फॉरवर्ड ही वाज the best player. Moving on to the left back, we could say that left back there were a couple of shouts of.
So Jet Spence is a contender.
Nico O'Reilly was doing great, but again,
Nico O'Reilly had a solid tournament. Like it was his debut tournament. He did all right. Nothing very special, but he was good.
Spain के हर knockout game के अंदर other than Austria player injured हुआ सामने वाली टीम का backline में से. It was Mendes for Portugal. It was Courtois for Belgium. It was
Saliba for France.
And final के अंदर Lisandro Martinez for Argentina in the 35th minute. Kukurea makes it, and what a resurgence, He grows his hair because his बेटे को autism है, so he can spot him on the pitch.
Great play. He had a brilliant tournament.
Yeah.
Kibarsi, despite his relative tender age, won the Young Player of the Tournament award and was like all across. He was everywhere. He was all action, and he didn't let anyone like get past him.
And he
Let
got
me phrase this better. Yeah.
Yep. And he got Enzo with the red card as well, ना? उसको Enzo का
Yeah.
red card भी दिलवाया उसने.
And it was Kibarsi who made the last man clearance as well in the second half of extra time in the final when Senesi was closing in to tap it in.
I think Laporte was great, but Laporte was more of a system player than Kubarsi, who was doing the individual performances जो उसने करी हैं step up forward करके. Laporte was more in the system mix like the Pedro Porro. So I would say Kubarsi as the left-sided centre back, and we can argue about the right-sided centre back.
Upamecano also throughout his time, like apart from one or two mistakes which weren't costly, he had a good tournament.
I would argue another Spurs player, Cuti Romero as well. He was quite great as well. अगर आप देखें तो बिल्डअप के अंदर इशू जो हो रहा था अर्जेंटीना को, वो Lisandro Martinez was solving that for Argentina, the whole build-up issue. And when he was subbed off in the 35th minute, Argentina couldn't build up from the back. There were no long balls, no defender, and the Messi chance he had was a Lisandro Martinez, long ball as well. So Upamecano हमारी choice है. Our midfield is quite simple. We know the best player of the tournament, arguably, was Rodri. He was up to the mark.
Yeah, deservedly the golden ball winner. Like we know there are other contenders. Messi was in for a shout as well, but like Rodri was Spain's linchpin. He orchestrated the midfield. He was back to his best, just like Pep Guardiola predicted, and he deservedly won them the tournament.
The other player is
Jude Bellingham,
his future
of course,
teammate.
it's him.
His future teammate, obviously,
Yeah,
Jude Bellingham.
could be.
There is
Jude was him. Like
Jude-
he led England from the front. He inspired them. He inspired turnaround against Mexico, starting against Croatia, then against Norway, and then even capped it off with a wonderful solo goal against France as well.
And Bellingham के बारे में, I think he is the greatest British player probably of all time in World Cups. तो है ही वो. Like he has a bigger legacy than any player right now. In the past 20 to 30 years, he has been the greatest English player.
So I think the last pick has to go to Olise. Like he was the top assister. He broke the top assist record, which was held by Pele with 6 assists, and Olise finished with 7 assists. Like we all know that he should have scored, but even though he didn't, he still had a great overall tournament.
And now arguably the Golden Ball winner of the World Cup, who could have won, but हमने देखा है World Cup के अंदर trends के 2014 के अंदर it was Messi, and Messi didn't have the statistically best. 2018 it was Modric, and Modric wasn't having the best statistical season. And अगर आप 2022 में देखो तो it was again Messi, and Messi had a great statistical season, but that was an anomaly. And इस World Cup में देखें तो again they chose the midfielder, and पहले से वो करते हुए आ रहे हैं. And Rodri was, in my opinion, the best player in this World Cup.
Yeah, we all know Messi had a superb campaign again, as he always does. But like Rodri was the man for Spain.
He can win another Ballon d'Or, and कोई उसमें उसकी गलत बात नहीं है. There's another topic we will make a video about Ballon d'Or as well in future. किसको मिलना चाहिए? Sorry. Another guy who literally he was in the Nike advert. He was a guy who was ripping the script, and he did it almost against England as well. He didn't have the best game against England, but he was probably the emerging star. He cemented himself as one of the greatest strikers in World Cup history. Erling Braut Haaland.
Arguably, Erling Haaland had a fantastic debut campaign. Like to score 7 goals in his first 6 matches was truly remarkable. Yes, he couldn't score against England, but he more than did his part and led Norway to the quarterfinals.
If Solar had passed to him, Haaland is scoring that goal every day of the week.
So the final player would be Kylian Mbappe because of his outstanding World Cup. He became the Golden Boot winner of the World Cup as well, the UCL as well, and La Liga as well simultaneously. He outperformed everyone. Was arguably the best player of this World Cup. His link up with Olise was so good, and Mbappe justified his position by winning a back-to-back Golden Goal at the World Cup. He provided 4 assists as well. That's incredible as well. And that's why he makes the left conclusion. He played as a striker, but he was more just on the left-hand side of the pitch. And that's why Mbappe is a final player, and that's the lineup. Honorable mentions would be Harry Kane. Other than Kane, that's all. That's our World Cup team of the tournament. That's all for the World Cup by us. We will be coming back with new transfer updates, transfer rankings, and a lot of more stuff for the next football season. Hoping you all to enjoy the season as well. And that was a great World Cup, one of the greatest World Cups of all time.